if you plotted out the amount of stuff that people are sharing, it's growing at this exponential rate, right? Not across the whole base. If you look at any given user, right, on average, the amount of stuff that they share today is about twice the amount of stuff that they would have shared this day a year ago. And if you plot that forward, it will be, statistically, from what we've seen so far, about twice as much as they're sharing today a year from now, and twice as much as that a year from that. And that kind of exponential growth is really profound, right? It means that people maybe started off sharing one thing a week, and then in a very short period of time, you end up sharing a ton of stuff. And one of our investors always tells me that humans are really bad at understanding exponential growth. And he gave me this example of if you took a piece of paper, right, and folded it on itself 50 times, how tall would it be? Haven't you guys heard this before? It's pretty interesting. I mean, how tall do you think it would be? Most people would say it's like, a few feet, right? I mean, that's 50 times, that's a lot. It turns out it goes to the moon and back more than 10 times. Which is, it's kind of interesting, just like your intuition around how these exponential functions grow, because it's 2 to the 50 times whatever the height of a piece of paper is, right? So it's a very small base, doubling many times, and it ends up being extreme. Now, of course, you can never do this, right? Because, you can not fold a piece of paper, but in theory, it's pretty interesting. And if you look at, where Facebook is, and we think that this trend of people sharing at an exponential rate every year is not just a Facebook phenomenon, it's probably an internet phenomenon. We can just measure what we see on our service.